Open Daily Devotional by Pastor E. Adeboye. Today, Tuesday, May 26th, 2026. Topic: Strength is not enough. Part 2. Memory verse: Psalm 84, verse 4. Psalm 84, verse 4. Blessed are they that dwell in thy house, they will be still, praising thee. Bible reading: Isaiah chapter 40, verse 28 to 31. Isaiah 40, 28 to 31. Hast thou not known, hast thou not heard, that the everlasting God, the Lord, the creator of the ends of the earth, fainted not, neither is weary. There is no searching of his understanding. He giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might he increaseth strength. Even the youth shall faint and be weary, and the young men shall utterly fall. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. Message. Yesterday, we saw how Peter fell into temptation because he couldn't keep watch in prayer. In Matthew chapter 26, verse 40 to 43. Matthew 26, 40 to 43. Prayerlessness is one of the signs that a believer is relying on his or her own strength. Unlike Peter, however, David kept watch day and night in the place of prayer in Psalm 55, verse 17. Psalm 55, verse 17. He often stayed awake at night, spending time with God and meditating on His word, according to Psalm 63, verse 6 and Psalm 119, verse 148. He was so aware of the limitations of his strength that on many occasions in the Bible, he inquired of the Lord to know what he wanted him to do, according to 1 Samuel chapter 23, verse 1 to 5, and 1 Samuel chapter 30, verse 8 to 9. However, in 2 Samuel chapter 11, where he obviously didn't inquire of the Lord, but rather gave in to lust, he got into predicament that negatively impacted his lineage in 2 Samuel chapter 12, verse 9 to 12. 2 Samuel chapter 12, verse 9 to 12. Daniel also knew the importance of prayer. He knew how much he needed God in the strange land of Babylon. And the Bible tells us that he prayed thrice daily, according to Daniel chapter 6, verse 10. Daniel 6:10. Even when a decree was made that nobody should pray to anyone except the king, he was so aware of the limitations of his strength that his first reaction was to open his windows and pray as usual. His response to everything was prayer. Prayer is so important that the Bible urges us to pray without ceasing in 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 17. 1 Thessalonians 5:17. The moment you don't feel like praying or see the need to pray is actually the time to pray more intently, because prayerlessness can leave a believer in a weak state and cause such a believer to lose his or her spiritual vitality. Once the devil doses a believer's spiritual life, it can ruin him or her. Praying puts us in a posture of humility before God, where we acknowledge that we cannot do anything without Him. It keeps our hearts tender and reminds us of the limitations of our physical strength. When we cultivate a lifestyle of waiting on God in prayer, we renew our strength daily, according to Isaiah chapter 40, verse 31. Isaiah 40, 31. And are able to overcome the devil's temptations, according to Matthew chapter 26, verse 41. Matthew 26, 41. Beloved, how do you respond to life's challenges? Do you always try to solve them with your wisdom and strength first? Do you only run to God when everything you've tried fails? Do not make God a spare wheel in your life. Rather, He should always be your first resort. Cultivate the habit of praying without ceasing, and you will live victoriously all the days of your life in Jesus' name. Key points. When you cultivate a lifestyle of prayer, you will tap into the Lord's strength daily. Bible in 1 year. Esther chapter 6 to chapter 10. Esther chapter 6 to chapter 10. Hymn for today. Sweet hour of prayer. God bless you.